Yo, what's up, ladies and gentlemen? This your boy Big Daniel LM, and it is Hip Hop Studio on TV. Well, of course, we are back today for another epic reaction, and definitely we are going to react to KAO DENERO's newly released album, which is titled The Heroes album. It's been a while. We've been craving to react to KAO DENERO's song, so definitely we're going to start with this album. And this album is one of the dopest album out here now, from any African rapper. This is one of the best album presently as I'm talking, you know. So we are going to start with track number one. This track is titled "Think About It." This is the intro of the album. Think about it. This album is dedicated, as you all see. The name of the album is Heroes album, and so Cardinal have three tracks here that is dedicated to Africa. I think number one is the intro itself here, which is Think About It, and number two song is Ghetto Africa, and then number three song I think is Shekutuwe, if I'm not lying, There are three songs that are dedicated to Africa. And so on this three song, Calvin will talk about the struggles, the corruption, the tribulations, the so on and so forth that we going through in Africa, and all the dictatorship we're getting from the West to our leadership, So we are definitely going to start with this track. Why I want to talk something here, I don't want you to be listening to the track and it seems like it all sounds boring, I want you to definitely, whilst you'll be listening to the track, you will be able to understand the lyrics of the song. That is why I want to explain a bit about it now. So on the song, Cardinal will preach about, what is going on in Africa. Some African countries need dictatorship. We need leaders that we take on power and stand, talk against the West. Like example, we have Paul Kagame in Rwanda. Paul Kagame from the armed forces, he overthrown and then he seized power. Look how he have transformed that particular country. Today everybody is looking at Rwanda as one of the best countries in Africa. So sometimes Africans need dictatorship. We need leaders that are able to dictate. But how could this happen? We need leaders that love their people. You cannot be a dictator and you do not love your people. For Rwanda, why Paul Kagame succeeded because he loved his people. So, and Paul Kagame is I think is one of the holy presidents in Africa that do walk by himself in the streets without being harmed, chased by any citizen because he's loved by his people, So we need those particular leaders that are loved by their people, because when a leader has his people in mind, then the return will be good. So let us go straight to the track. The track is titled "Think About It." This is one of my favorite tracks in the album. KAO DENERO really go hard on this album. You have two tracks on this album. This is one of my favorite tracks, and it is titled "Think About It." So let's go straight to this track.
Heroes for my people, for my people. Hey, stand up. You're welcome, y'all. All my people around the globe.
Wow. So what I'm listening here is something sound like a South African sound. This is sound like South Africa. This is something Swahili. This intro or chorus like it sound like a Swahili. I don't know if KAO DENERO feature the Swahili artist on this particular song, but it sounds like a Swahili song from South Africa. So let's go.
Stand up. You're welcome, y'all. All my people around the globe. It's about time. Hey, students, think about it. Black man, what's your life about? So many great people. Lights out. Missions living with the lights out. What is incarcerated? What is being deep iced out? Think about it. Why do we need waters? Propaganda to visit and borders. I really still taking orders. Think about it. Why do I need a visa to Kuwait? Africa now with skyscrapers.
Yeah. So like I was saying, on this first line, KAO DENERO is trying to say like propaganda the way they record us. When you go to the West, this Western TV, all the show about Africa is the undeveloped areas about Africa. They show the bad side of Africa, the frustration. They didn't show anything good about Africa when you go to the West. All your Western TVs, they don't have any time to show something good at Africa. They always want to propaganda Africa. They want to show the bad side of Africa. So, and the same times, our leaders are still taking orders from them. Like, let me say, for example, most of our election are being dictated by them. Most of our election are being dictated by them. They choose their own favorite candidate, not our own favorite candidate, but their own favorite candidates. They choose somebody that will be able to work with them, somebody that will allow them to steal our minerals, take it to their own country and develop their own country. Just imagine, for example, my country where I'm from, Sierra Leone, is blessed with a lot of minerals, but there's nothing to talk about it home. Our people are suffering. Nothing good. Look, currently we are facing, trials and tribulation. Electricity facilities poor. Nothing good to write home about. So the West people still has hands in our election. They are still running Africa as if we are still under their colonialism. I don't know if maybe the day they signed this independence, they signed something like, oh, we are going to act like we are leaving you, but still you are working with us. You are still under our watch. Something like that. Maybe those are some of the things they sign. And if that is how they sign it, and this one will continue to affect us. It will continue to affect us until the day we have somebody or a leader that will stand against it and say, no, we'll never listen to your own dictatorship. So let's go. Let me take it back from where KAO DENERO started.
Black man, what's your lifestyle? So many great people. Lights out. Missions living with the lights out. First incarcerated. Others with their feet iced out. Think about it. Why do we need borders? Propaganda to win and recorders.
We don't need borders in Africa. We definitely don't need borders in Africa. We don't need borders in Africa. Why did I need a visa to move from here to South Africa? To move from here to Kenya, to Somalia, to Angola, Botswana, so on and so forth. But when you go to Europe, the same white people that are using their influence to dictate to our African leaders. When you go to their own side, to Europe per se, as soon as you have one of these European country passport, like for example, you hold in an Italian passport. With that Italian passport, you don't need a visa to move to any European country. You don't need a visa. You move there by train. You just cut a ticket using flight or by bus. You move right across Europe without visa. As soon as you have a passport of one of their country. So why we Africans still treating ourselves? Why do we need visa to move within Africa as Africans? All this should stop.
Think about it. Why do I need a visa to Africa now it's skyscrapers still treated like a ghetto.
Like I was saying, the West will never show the beautiful side of Africa. They will never show the beautiful side of Africa. All they show is the remote side, the undeveloped side of Africa. That is the side of showing to their home people in the West. We have skyscrapers here. There are African countries that are more beautiful than some of the Western countries. They are like, let me say, like example, South Africa, Pretoria is more beautiful than London. So the West will never show the beautiful side of Africa. They're still treating us like a ghetto. A ghetto is somewhere where unprivileged people live. Undeveloped people, unskilled people that doesn't think correct. You know what I'm saying? So let's move. Let's go.
I couldn't let go. Think about it. Impress about it. Disease of pain. My days are shrouded. Seems like they allowed it. They dictate elections. The mistakes.
Like I just saying it. They dictate elections. The people dictate to us. They dictate to us. They show us who they want. They will choose. They will choose the candidates that they will benefit from. The candidate that will favor them.
The toughest bastard. It's just like him, we hustle backwards. I pray for the day we don't use one passport. Minerals and riches, the Roman masters. One Africa, the moon, free out for the masses. Think about it, think about it. Fuck me up, I'll drink about it, don't blink about it. You still ain't stick together. Shout out to Impruma Shekavera. Sell a Gucci, my chain piece for real, hella dookie. Get a better life, real yo, I celebrate it. We're still not united, we're still so divided. So much on my mind, whenever I live and mind it. The heroes is gone, so much pain and frustration. I'm pulled in the song. I pray on the African warriors. Real, continue to live on. Heroes.
So thank you for watching. If you are watching from YouTube, please subscribe to the channel Hip Hop Sierra Leone TV. Then if you're watching us from Facebook, then please follow us. You're watching from TikTok, then follow us. Leave us a comment and give us a thumbs up. Thank you. I'm your host, Big Daniel LM, and this is Hip Hop Sierra Leone TV. We meet again for another epic reaction. This is Hip Hop Sierra Leone.